Hello young learners. Today we are going to start with writing section. Let us discuss few things and I hope you all will enjoy this. Do you like movies? Which movie is your favorite? Do you know this character or movie? Yes, dear friends, you are right. It's Harry Potter. Can you recall this scene?
It's cruel that I got to spend so much time with James and Lily and you so little. But know this. The ones that love us never really leave us. And you can always find them. In here.
It's from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, right? Most of us enjoy only those movies which is well written and picturized. So, what does that mean? As an audience, we want a connected story which must keep us attached till the last scene. So, my dear friends, we must write a story always like an audience, and it should always end up with learnings. Before we start what story writing is, I always feel to know the word. And so here the word story for me is strategy, thinking, organizing resources for young mind. Yes, you must follow a strategy when you are writing a story. You must think that how the things are going to be connected. You are supposed to organize everything in a well manner. You have to collect all the resources which you want to put in your story, and finally you are writing for an audience, so you have to keep that in your mind. Now, what is a story? A story is the narration of plot which has imaginary characters, places, and events which is either written or told to entertain the readers or the viewers. In story writing, we find plot. Plot is the time and the place in which a story takes place. Second important thing is character. Character is the main part of the story because the story is going to revolve around that character. A struggle, problem, or obstacle in a story can be created around the character. Conflict or the twist of the story, right? The sequence of events that make up a story. So whatever twist you are putting in your story, that will make the story more interesting. Setting. Setting is the central idea or main message of life. And finally, the theme. People, animal, or imaginary creature that take part in the story. Now, let us see how the story is narrated. Story is narrated with exposition. Exposition means introduction, beginning. It should start with clear intro. And then the rising action goes on with different events. Event 1, Event 2, Event 3, Event 4, Event 5, and so on. And with that connecting events, we reach to the climax. Climax is the most exciting point of the story, which create the twist or which bound the audience to be attached to the story till the end. Then the falling action starts, and finally conclusion ending with a proper moral or message is there. Now, what are the points to remember when we are writing a story? The points which we should remember while writing a story is focus on single incident. Why? Because if multiple incidents are there in the story cannot be connected. So to keep it connected, we need to keep the focus on single incident. Second, always use past tense as it is more convincing. and easy to make audience believe that it really happened. If you're writing in present tense means what? You're narrating right now. So how the audience will have that faith that this story really happened. So to make them convince or to make them believe that yes, this is true story, we always narrate the story in the past tense. Frame the story keeping in mind the central character. The story should always revolve around the main character, main hero, or the protagonist of the story, right? Next is consequences and climax of the story should be clear and exciting. If you're not writing an exciting twist, if you're not giving that, public will be bored with that. Make sure that the story has a moral and message. Means we should always keep in mind that we should give a learning to the audience. And lastly, very important part is a title must be given to the story. Without a story name, how can you narrate a story? So these are the important points which we should keep in mind while narrating or writing a story. Now this is the practice question for you all. Complete